EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Stroud to throw it. A short throw to Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 3rd down gain of 19. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one too low.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
The Raiders at 8-4 now in the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Stroud now to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll run with Robinson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jets.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian Watson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Justin Reid.
And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's out right at the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the fair catch signaled for a... So they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. To the sideline and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, They've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Stroud looking to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38. Escapes the defender. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st down. It's Banks.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle they go. Banks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now stands at 13. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud to throw it.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. Stroud to throw it.
Touchdown, Jets. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks, and he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.